Hello, and greetings to you, the gentle YouTube viewer. This is AoxTheGardener. Today is December 1st, 2024. And boy, has it been a year. So I figured I'd make a little video today. I have a plant I want to plant. It is an Odontophorus. I believe it's a marlothii. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's definitely an Odontophorus. I got this from my friend Tommy Goodkin, who is a plant grower here in California, up north of me. And yeah, I want to get this guy planted up, but where the hell have I been? Well, I'll give you a quick breakdown of what's happened over the last year or so. Well, I was working for 21 years for a company that I absolutely loved and gave blood, sweat, and tears for, and the company was having some problems staying profitable. The president of the company had a goal to make profit. That's what companies do, they make profit. Well, the way things were going, they really didn't have any room for someone of my abilities, and I was costing too much money to stay there. I wanted more money, and they were like, dude, we got no more money for you. So it was heartbreaking, and it was rough, but ultimately a year later I can say it was for the best. I love that company, I gave it my all, but hey, it was time for us to part ways. And now, after a really, really rough bit of time looking for a new job and trying to find a new job, I have been with a new company for about 9 months now. I absolutely love this new company. I've gotten to get access to systems and networks and infrastructures that have allowed me to absolutely explode my IT, cybersecurity, network knowledge, so on and so forth. And so that is pretty much where I have been since I last made my video, was looking for this new job. And now that I'm in this new job, I love this new job. I love the people I work with, and I love the stuff that I get to do. And I love how my professional career has absolutely, since I've been there, because of what I can do, what I have done for these people, and what I've shown I can accomplish for them in the future. So I'm really excited about that. That's working out great for me. So then I got into a little bit of a tiff with the landlord about rent increasing, and not being happy about that, and being real bummed about my area here, and maybe losing it or having to pay a lot more money and not having a lot more money. Well, things are looking up a little bit. I think if I have to move from this place, I'll find another place that's got enough room for me to grow plants, because as much as I've been focusing on IT and my career, they all still here. I still love this stuff, it turns out. And I still got lithops to grow. I mean, the lithops are all still there. All my babies are coming along in various states of health and unhealth. And I got my Kono table going on over here. We got, vegetables going. I really got to take care of the strawberries a little bit. I kind of been neglecting things for a little bit again, so but we're gonna jump back in and take care of things. Blueberries are still going over there. Yeah, and so I still love this stuff, and I'm still gonna be AoxTheGardener while I'm also being Ox the off-roader, and Ox the cybersecurity guy, and Ox the CISSP. That'll be my new fancy acronym coming on the end of my name soon as I finish these tests I got coming up. And yeah, so anyway, that's what's been going on with me. and it's been an interesting year. I'm not really going to expostulate about, the state of humanity and society and recent events, but man, shit keeps happening. Shit's all jacked up, and I'm tired of all the shit. That's all I can say about it. That's all I want to say about it. Buckle up, buttercups, because we're in for a funny ride. We're gonna be finding out. Whatever happens, we're gonna be finding out. That's for sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and plant a plant. So what do I got here? Well, I got an old pot. I got this from pot dealers. I like the pot dealers pots. They have a pretty glaze, which I like, but they also are unglazed on the inside. And glaze on the outside will give you some problems. It's not as good as terracotta, but I mean, come on. I know which one I like better. So anyway, we can deal with that by using a good substrate. So what substrate are you going to use for this Odontophorus? Well, we're going to use our old emerald thumb. That's right. Emerald thumb and I, we still get it. We still are friends, that's for sure. And just happen to have an old bag laying out here just ready for one of these type of events. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take some of this old substrate I have right here that I already mixed up. And yes, Mila. Hi, sweetheart. I love you, Mila. You're a good girl. So we're going to take some of this old substrate here, and we're going to put it into the pot. So I've been having random mealybug issues now. So all these plants that are post-flower, that I know have already flowered, we're getting a little dose of systemic in here. So I know that there's some systemic in here. I don't want to give this to anything. It's going to be flowering in the near future. But this thing has already flowered, so we're going to use it. So we're just going to dump it in the pot, and I'm using this straight through. I'm not going to be using any soil for these guys. I have found that, especially when using a clay pot with a glaze on the outside, I don't need a lot of soil for moisture retention, that's for sure. As long as our particulates are a nice size. You see, we get in there. I got a little bit of soil in this here, but you see how there's a nice uniformity in here. There's no big gaps. I'm not working with big giant chunks of rock here. Big particulate 1/4 inch. This is all 2 to 6 millimeter size, so yeah, that's what we're looking for. And the reason we want that uniform, not necessarily uniform, but we want a homogeneous mix, is because we don't want to have big gaps for the roots to just hang out in open air and like water come hang out in that gap. And we want this to flush out nice and easily, and we want the minerals to actually soak up the moisture, and we want the plants to be watered by the minerals, not necessarily water passing through the substrate. At least that's how I look at it. So now that we got our bulk in here, we'll finish it off with some pretty. Now one thing I do is I do amend my bags of this stuff with a product called BioLift. And essentially it's a very turfus-like product that comes in an 1/8 inch particulate size. So that's some of the turfus looking colors in here. Now you see how I was talking about those big chunks. Even the Mesem substrate has big chunks in it, and so I just like to pick those out. Don't worry about too many of those deeper in the soil, because all that other little bits around there is going to be able to fill in any gaps. So I haven't even unwrapped this boy yet, so let's take a look at his roots, and let's take a look and see what we're working out here. I've never had an Odontophorus before, but all these fleshy mesems, Aloenopsis and Titanopsis, and they all kind of work the same and act the same. Now we got a bunch of dead root. we're just gonna pull all that dead root off. Now, one thing I don't know is, do I need to trim this root like I would a lithops? And I don't typically trim the roots like I trim lithops. Like a new lithops, a bare root, I will take that back to a 1/4 inch, an 1/8 inch. But these, I'm just gonna pick off most of this dead stuff here, and we're hoping that I mean, this looks like it was a cutting originally, so we're hoping that cutting will continue thriving. With a lot of mesums like graptopetalums and stuff, if the bottom of the stem starts failing, it will grow air roots. I don't know if these guys will do that. So we're just going to clean this up best we can and pick all this old leaf off of here and clean it up as best we can. And then there is no magic to this process. We cleaned up the roots in here. Let me go get one of my favorite tools. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I got these lying all over the place. This is, I don't recommend using bonsai jack for lithops or other mesums, to be honest, but I tell you what, when you use them for other stuff, they send you these cool metal chopsticks, and I got a whole gang of these all over the house. Okay, and so we're going to stuff. Can we angle it like a demonstrative video? Like we're trying to actually accomplish some teaching? Maybe so. Maybe so. All right. So, let us proceed. Grit. Plant. Stick in the grit. Take more grit. Fill in gaps around plant. Yeah, this is not rocket surgery. And now, come up here. Oh, you got some dusty. Okay. Fines are okay. A whole mess of powder is not. There's a difference between a whole mess of powder and some fines, because fines will fill in gaps. A whole mess of powder will turn into concrete. So we want to avoid that. So I'm just kind of gonna get this guy centered up in here in the underlying mesem grit. And just kind of center them up, make them look good. Yeah, some of these big rocks in here, I prop them up with that. No big deal. Okay. Odontophorus. Now, I could put them over here in the general mesem area, you know, in a square pot. But, you know what? I don't have these guys in the general mesembrery in the patio. And the mesembrery is kind of looking a little sad right now. I lost a few plants over the year. I lost a malherbe and I lost my big prized titanopsis. And bummed out about that. But, I mean, I got others coming up, so, you know, shit happens. Okay, so now we got that in there pretty good. So now what I like to do is I want to put a little supporty top dress on here. And, you know, we got these conophytum are being held up by some coarse sand. And I could use some of that. I would like to use some bigger rock. Like this little, why are you escaping my brain? Okay, this is, you know what this is, and I know what this is, and we all know what this is. Avonia quinaria. Thank you. I could just leave this like this with this some more. I got a little gap here, though. I don't really want to leave that gap between. I like that to be nice and flat. And so this allows me to kind of pull it up a little bit. And you know what? With this green, fuck, it's Christmas coming up, right? Red lava rock. Christmas time, Christmas time. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope. Thank you very much. A weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Oh, fall upon your knees. Oh, hear the angel's voice says, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Thank you very much. Oh, night divine. Thank you, Elvis. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for adding to the soundtrack of our Odontophorus planting. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome very much. All right, now leave. Okay, bye-bye. I did not expect that, but you know what? You never know what's going to happen. That just happened. Anyway, now we have an Odontophorus, marlothii, I think. And now what I'm going to do? I'm going to go water the crap out of it. I'm going to soak the whole thing. Soaky. Because all those roots were so dry, I'm not really worried about damage. And, yeah. So anyway, this has been Potting Up, a Messem, an Odontophorus. I sure hope I'm saying that right. I'm saying it at the same time every time. I'm pretty sure that's right. But yeah, we got some happy new growth here, getting a little etiolated because he was in a box. He was in a box for a bit. And anyway, yeah. So that's all potted up. I'm going to go water the crap out of it. And yeah, we'll give a report on next video, whenever that is. Anyway, this has been AoxTheGardener. Peace be to you. Love you. Bye-bye.